Okay, so GK Icon, tell us a bit about it.
Right, the real, I suppose, basics of the idea is to connect young goalkeepers with top quality goalkeeper coaches.
Yeah.
For a long, long time, goalkeeping's kind of been overlooked a little bit. There's a ton of football schools out there, a ton of people doing stuff catered for the outfield players, but maybe not enough specific stuff for goalkeepers. So the whole idea with GK Icon was to, one, heighten the knowledge of goalkeeping and what it takes to be a goalkeeper, and offer children and young goalkeepers the opportunity to really improve what they do.
When did you come up with the idea for GK Icon?
It was something that struck me years and years ago, because I think things have improved, but certainly back in the day there was very little specific training. Even when I was 12 years old and I joined Watford, even then I wasn't getting goalkeeper training. It was only really when I was 16, by which point when you're 16, 17, 18 you've already picked up a lot of bad habits, and it's that much harder to shake them at an older age. So real simple thinking was, if I could link some of the sort of high quality professionals that I know, a good quality brand, some great coaches, that we could have something very special, and thankfully it's going that way.
You said back then that you didn't have much coaching in terms of goalkeeping wise. Do you think it's because goalkeeper's not a fashionable position to play in?
To an extent, I think it's a bit of chicken and the egg almost, in that you've got, arguably at the moment, there's not many English goalkeepers that kids will watch and maybe hold in the same light as, say, like the Peter Shiltons, the Gordon Banks, Ray Clements, etc. back in the day, and that's an argument at the moment. So you've got a lot of kids now that want to be Lionel Messi, Ronaldo, whoever, and not necessarily a goalkeeper, which is fine, and we want to try and buck that trend, because I think certainly in Spain and America, their goalkeeping's a really, really sought after position. I'd argue it's the most important position over there. Certainly with the likes of Casillas, Valdez. Well, in Spain there's a ton of them, and it's, obviously I would say it, my thinking is it is the most important position. If you've got a good goalkeeper, that sets up the team.
So you run courses. Can you tell us a bit about them?
Yeah, we do. We've got several now. We do it as we've got a sort of mixture of say franchises, which we sell franchises to coaches that want to branch off what we do. They have to be a minimum level 2 goalkeeper coach, and we only really allow quality coaches to franchise off us. And then we've got the ones we run personally, which at the moment we do via academy goalkeeper coaches that work in academies and also do some coaching for us on the side. So it's, in theory, kind of bridging the gap between the professionals and the grassroots. Can
you tell us a bit more about the team you've got behind you and the coaches?
Yeah, we're very fortunate, really. We've got, in terms of people that are connected with what we do, professionals, we've got several that have put their name to what we do and have helped with the kind of curriculum that we put forward, including Ben Foster's probably the most notable name. In terms of coaches, we've got coaches that are linked with, off the top of my head, QPR, Crystal Palace, Watford, Cardiff, a couple of other professional clubs as well. We've got the manager of GK Icon based in Ipswich, and he's 24/7 on the phones to parents and people that are interested, trying to promote the idea. And it's been great. It's taken a long time to get to this point, but it's now really starting to take off, and we get a lot of kids come through.
As you said, you're just starting to take off now. Has it been a hard process, harder than maybe you thought it was going to be at first?
It has. And I guess it's been, for me, a really good learning curve, certainly business-wise, because initially the idea was there. We had the coaches in place, we had a great concept, we got a great brand and everything else. And in hindsight, I didn't put enough into the marketing. It's perfect world, you would create something and everyone interested in goalkeeping would know what you're doing, and no doubt it would be a success from the off. And initially, I think I tried to run before I could walk. We had to scale it back down, and now we're building it again slowly, and it's proving to be the right thing.
What's the response you've had from people like parents and other fellow professionals?
Really good. I think that, again, the whole idea being that there are a ton of quality coaches out there, but most coaches, whether they work in academies or at clubs, they'll have their job and that'll be what they do. But then you get so many kids that miss out on these opportunities, and there's so many lads out there that've got so much talent, and girls, they've got so much talent, but they'll never realise that talent if they can't put in the quality coach, if they can't put in the quality training, which it's a real simple philosophy, but if you're a 8, 9, 10-year-old goalkeeper and you want to be the best you can possibly be, then you need someone coaching you several hours a week, as well as putting several hours in of your own time in order to maximise what you've got. There's actually a book that I base a lot of what I do, a book called Bounce, which argues that you need to do 10,000 hours of quality training in something to become exceptional at that task. So it goes without saying, if you have never had goalkeeper training, then how are you ever going to become a professional goalkeeper?
Does GK Icon encourage all abilities, or is it people really looking to get into a professional game at an early age?
It's all ability. I mean, we've been fortunate enough to have several lads now, I think probably 15, 20 now, that have gone on to professional clubs at different age groups, which is great, and that shows obviously what we're doing is working. But no, it's more, first and foremost, fun. It needs to be fun, and regardless of whether you want to be a professional or whether you just want to improve what you're doing for your club. And a big thing we say, and I think most will agree with this, is even if you're playing Sunday League, you're going to enjoy it a lot more if you're a lot better.
Yeah.
It goes without saying, even if you have no ambition to play at a high level, if you're playing really well at the level you're at, then you're going to get more plaudits and people are going to enjoy what you do and you're going to enjoy it more yourself.
I saw obviously Keeper's Corner on your website. That's obviously telling people how they can get involved. But if you want to explain how they can get involved, then
yeah, I mean, obviously via the website there's a ton of stuff going on there. We've got if people log into Keeper's Corner, there's all sorts of drills they can learn from and interviews with a lot of top professionals and bits and pieces, which is all on the website for free. And we've got locations near enough up and down the country now. So if they email us info@gkicon.com, there's we'll give them information on where their nearest centre is and how they can get involved.